Hello, let's play Wordle for Tuesday, July 28th. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with fourth. Alrighty, and just an announcement. This is, I'm going on vacation, traveling internationally to SudokuCon. And so as a result, I will not be able to make my normal videos until probably, what is it, like the 8th, August 8th, 7th or 8th? I'd say August 7th, maybe. And so I'm going to do my best to do some cell phone videos, and I'll do my best to still change out the starting words. But I don't want to miss Wordle, but we'll see how each day goes and how I'm able to upload and all that. So we'll be playing it by ear. It could be an OER again. We just had one yesterday. We had Poser yesterday. I'm going to do something like RO. I'm thinking about something like round. I don't think round is bad. Let's give that a try. Okay, well, we got another consonant, which means now we're fairly safe, I believe, to try an ER. So we could do an ONER, like loner. Is there anything else other than loner that does that? I don't think we're going to be starting with B. Let's try loner and see where that takes us. Oh, okay, so not loner. Not an ER, okay. But the R is placed. Sonar, something like that. All right, it was sonar. Nice. It was an AR word, which are not as bad. All right. It would have been crazy to get an OER word 2 days in a row, but weirder things have happened in Wordle. Let's spin the wheel and see what tomorrow's starting word will be. It is, ooh, which one? Grasp, suggested by Petals. So if you're following along, tomorrow we will be starting with grasp, and I will be making a cell phone video for that one, I'm sure. All right, and I'm gonna have to remember when to post it because I will be in a very different time zone. All right, let's do some analysis here. All right, answer sonar. Guess was fourth. So fourth will lose on yellow T, green H. I am pretty sure that's the H trap, but we can check. Yellow T, green H. It does. It loses on the H trap. Cloth is the best. It's a hard mode filler, and it gets you only losing on one of the H trap words, but that's nasty. All right, anyway, let's start over because it wasn't H trap, thankfully. It's just romps or Roman. Round is here, and it's actually tied for third. So not bad. And then apparently the one starting with B is on the answer list. There was also goner. Okay. So going for any of those three was fine. It didn't really care which. And then once it wasn't those, the only answer was sonar or ponor. I don't know what ponor is. Ponor. That's why it's on the unlikely list. All right. So it would have done romps, a filler. Notice that gets the S for sonar as well. But we actually don't know. We're down to 5 words. Loser, sober, solar, sonar, sour. So it's sour? Someone who sows? I don't know. Let's just pick the top one, loser, and then sonar. All right. So it gets a 4. It starts with least. Sauna. Sauna. All right. After sauna, it's only sonar, so it's a 3. And then steel has the S and the A placed. So it actually doesn't work out as well because we have less flexibility to get a good word because the greens block you in. And so it's saying scram. And after scram, we have a 50-50 to get sonar or do sugar and then sonar. So a 3 or a 4 from steel. All right, adieu, the most common starting word. Yellow A gets us plant. Get that P. Rangy. Nice. Rangy, rangy probably. And then sonar. Sonar in 4. All right. Audio. We have the A and the O. We're going to go moral. From there, it's only sonar. Nice. Once we rule out that it's ER, it's not too bad. Stare. Immediately know it's not ER. We're down to savor, scram, scrap, solar, sonar, spray. No, spray, sorry. And sugar. Scram or scrap or solar or something. Basically, go for one of them. So you could get the answer. It's like a 1 in 5 to get it in two. Otherwise, you do something like, I don't know, the top one, scram, and then we're still down to a 50-50 here. There's 3 words left, but you don't want to do sugar. So it's 50-50 on the optimal words. And so it could be as bad as 4, I guess, but this stared us pretty well today. Pert has the highest chance to get it in 2. We have a 1 in 83 today, so unlikely. We go Baron, and then from Baron, Sonar is guaranteed. All right. There was one unlikely, Krona, the currency of Sweden, I believe. All right, and finally, Tarps. We're going to do share or shear. And then solar or sonar. So something like a 3 or 4. All right, well, let's see how people are doing today. We've got save this as sonar. I think there's going to be complaints that sonar is an acronym, but acronyms are still words. Right, we are doing, not that. We are doing this. All right. How did I do today? 95 skill. I liked my guesses. So fourth has an 84 skill. Round is the most common follow-up. We also have solar, loser, power, Roman, rogue, roped, coder, mover, and ropes. So Roman, loser, and solar all just guaranteed at getting it next. All 1.0s. We have a 1.5 from coder. Anyone who did an ER did well today because it wasn't ER, and that significantly narrowed it down. Round was a 2.0, so was power. The worst was roped, which is its suggestion. All right. Loner, it liked a lot. It was its top pick along with Goner. It does not list. Oh, it lists. Let's see this. The one starting with B has a very low % chance on, so I don't think they're going to actually make that an answer. That's the problem with these answer lists. Is that they're kind of fake, at least for Wordle, because there's like a human choosing the words. Tarps, share, solar, sonar. 0.3 started with sonar. 8.3, 50.2, 86.2, 97.5, greater than 99. Yeah, there's not really much trappy about this. Maybe the sonar solar trap, but I mean, that's like, just don't be down to that on guess 6. All right, well, let's refresh and see how regular mode did. All right. We've got 91 skill on that. Wanted a filler at some point. Rounded didn't like as much. We have round, rogue, rowdy, ropes, loser, cover, poker, dozer, poser, Dales. No one else did Dales other than the bot. Poser got it next. Loser got it next. Dozer did well. Round again to 2.0. Rowdy and ropes were the worst at 3.0. All right. Loner got a 99 again. Slate curvy sonar, so it does a filler. Doesn't reuse any letters. Alrighty. Probably anticipating the ER and saying, hey, curvy is gonna deal with a lot of the ER issues. I don't know, maybe. That's kind of an interesting choice. Sonar is 0.6, 5.5, 40.7, 77.8, 94, 98.7. I'm actually surprised it's so low. So far, solar, sour. I guess just maybe refusing to think sonar would be accepted because it's an acronym might be getting people to do weird words like so far and sower. But also the N is at the end of the keyboard. Like if you're going Q to P, then A to L, then Z to M, N is going to, like, sonar is going to be the last valid word you're going to try. And so you're going to get these locked in first. I really don't think it's a good idea to do that on guess 6. But if you just can't think of the word, I don't know what else to do. All right. Well, how'd you do?